Greetings everyone, it's Ian from RTO. Welcome to a Saturday video, and it's a full house today with Richard and myself. We've got Nick and Mike, and the reason we've got these incredible gentlemen is because we are going to look at the 20 best-selling punk singles in the UK. These are not our own choices, it's what Joe Public brought. So there are some ones in here that we've scratched our heads on, but we can only deal with what's in front of us.
Exactly.
So we've got the top 20, but to make it a little bit fun, I'd said put a wild card in, so we could all put a wild card in. And the other thing is, we're not allowed to vote on it. We can promote our single, and it's left to the other three to put it where they think you. So this could be interesting. As I said, we'll do it like that, and then we can argue afterwards when you've all gone home. So the way we're going to do it, we're going to go Richard first, Mike second, Nick third, me fourth. So let's bring up the thing. We've got top drawer, excellent, good, average, okay, and poor. I can't see too much going in poor. I might think one might go in poor. So we're going to crack on. So at number 20, the 20th is a song from 1979. It's Something That I Said by the Ruts. It got to number 29 and it sold over 100,000 copies.
So me to go first then?
Yes, it is, yes.
I don't think it's a great song at all. I think it's a very generic type punk song. I don't think there's any life in it. I think the chorus is not great, and I would only put this as an average song. That's my own personal choice. Sorry.
Right, yeah. I mean, it's certainly not the best rock song, put it that way.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. You know, I think it's a lot better than average, Richard. But I know what you mean. There's nothing about this song that really stands out as a punk single. It's quite a good video, by the way, but we're not voting on the video, obviously. But yeah, I would put this in the good category.
I kind of go with what Mike's just said, but I'd add, I think it's perhaps no more than an album track at best.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good tune, not excellent, not top drawer considering something else they've done. But yeah, listening to it again after Christ many years of not hearing it, it sounds like an album track to me. I personally, I'd put it in good, or you know, sort of a smidgen above average, just hitting the good section.
Yeah, I mean, I it ticks all the boxes, isn't it, for a punk song? It's got the beat, it's got the riffs. I don't think it isn't top drawer. As Nick said, there's another one which is absolutely quality. And I would tend to put this in good because it ticks the boxes. It does what it says on the tin.
But only just.
Only just, yeah. It could be the top of average or the bottom of good. So what I'll do, I will put it in good for now. And then we can, when we've got the list, we can move it about. Okay, at number 19, we've got what's considered the very first punk single from 1976. Got to a massive number 81 in the charts, but again, sold over 100,000 copies, and that's New Rose by The Damned.
Top drawer, straight away. Absolutely love it. It's got everything you want in a punk single. It's got energy, it's got noise, it's actually got melody as well. And it's brilliantly produced by Nick Lowe. I can't say anything more but top drawer. One of the best punk singles ever.
I could just say ditto there. Yeah, it's top draw. Yeah, it was a groundbreaker. We hadn't heard anything quite like this before, or at least hadn't heard a recorded single like this anymore. And the B-side's great as well. A really incredible version of Help that sounds nothing like Lennon and McCartney, but yeah, it's a lovely bit of punk. It's a great way to start off the punk era, isn't it? Yeah, New Rose, got to be top draw for me.
Yeah, I agree wholeheartedly with my two previous distinguished gentlemen. How the hell this never made it further at the charts, I don't know.
Yeah, 100,000.
I really don't. It's top drawer all the way. Gotta be. What more can you say?
I think we're all agreeing that it set the benchmark very high, didn't it?
And I think the video to it, most people see, I think that was filmed at the Hope and Anchor.
Yes.
Yeah. Where Madness did the One Step Beyond video.
Yeah, I think we can all agree it's going in the top drawer.
Yeah.
Yeah, so our next one, guess what? It's another damn song at number 18. This one's from 1977, and this one got to number 31 and sold in excess of 150,000 copies, and it's Neat, Neat, Neat.
Again, this, although not as good as New Rose, is still top drawer for me. I still think it's an absolutely brilliant single. I love the neat, the way they sing it. And again, it's full of energy, it's noisy, it's well produced. Again, I wouldn't put it above New Rose, but I would have it slightly just below it, but still top drawer.
Yeah. There's a fag paper between these two.
Yeah.
It's difficult to say. If you had to sort of weigh it up and say, is it Neat, is it New Rose, which is the best of these singles, I'd probably come down in favour of New Rose. But this is again is a fantastic bit of punk, and I've been looking for the single with a picture sleeve for ages now, and whenever I see one, they're really quite expensive. So yeah, top drawer all the way. The Damned are just one of those bands, aren't they?
Yeah. Again, you can't help but concur with you two. You're making this so easy for me. I'll have to go third more often.
Yeah, we get a bit of controversy in later on, I suppose.
Well, yeah. Again, a great song. Not as good as New Rose. I'm trying to see my list here, but it's a love song on it.
No. Because I would have put that above Neat. But yeah, definitely top drawer, but not quite hitting the number one spot. Top drawer for sure.
Yeah, I can't disagree with anything. I can't really add anything except all I can do is do that. Because that's where it belongs. You come out with the first. Go on, Nick.
Sorry, Ian. Sorry. Go on.
Yeah, New Rose, brilliant song. What do you back it up with? The next year, Neat. Terrific song.
Is that the one with they've got the paper bags on their head, haven't they?
It is, yeah.
Yeah, that's the one, yeah.
Yeah. No, brilliant. Great song. Not as good as New Rose.
No.
So I'm close though, Nick.
Very close. As you said, Mike, a fag packet between them. So, number 17, another song from 1977. It didn't chart, but it still sold 150,000 copies. And it's the one called Wonders, the adverts.
This is actually quite good. I didn't know this song at all. It's one of the new ones that I heard when preparing for this, and I thought it was actually quite good. It was good to excellent for me. A little bit forgettable because I haven't lived with it for years and years and years. So, but whenever I was listening, I think we'll go with good. I still think they're like the second rate type band, the second level of punk bands. The adverts of what I've heard, but I'll go good.
Right. Hey, we're gonna have an argument now, then, aren't we?
All right. Okay.
Good. We're into the disagreement territory now.
It's fine.
This is brilliant. This is an absolutely brilliant piece of punk rock, and I just love it. You know, for all aspects of it. I love the lyrics. You know, it's about the problems that punk bands had. You know, back in the mid to late 70s. You know, trying to get a recording contract. You know, the A&R men were still, wanting prog bands. You know, they wanted the rock and roll dinosaurs. You know, that punk wasn't for them, and it gave rise to the to indie music. You know, proper sort of independent records. You know, the DIY stuff, and it's lovely. I just think it's a brilliant piece of punk, and this is definitely top draw to me. But just before we go on to Nick, I'd just like to say that there's another advert song which I thought would have been in here, and it isn't. But this is their best. I think, One Called Wonders is the best that the adverts did. Top draw.
This is one of two songs I had to sort of reacquaint myself with. So I think over the years I've only ever heard One Called Wonder perhaps 2 or 3 times. It's an okay song. I quite enjoyed it. I'd put it bordering good and excellent, but I'd be persuaded to put it in excellent because of a gay advert. Basically,
that's cheating.
Well, I don't care. Yeah, it's a good to excellent for me. It's somewhere in between. I'd put it, but 150,000 plus sales. Yeah, I'm trying to sort of gauge that with how many singles you have to sell nowadays to be a success. But, yeah, good to excellent.
I don't think it's top draw, but it is an excellent punk song. It's it's got the riffs, it's got the punk singing that we all love. It's got the rebellious sound to it, and I think I would put it in excellent. So we've got two good to it. We've got a top draw, an excellent,
a good,
and 2 good.
Good.
Shall we put it in excellent for now, and then?
Yeah, I think that looks like the average at the moment, doesn't it?
Yeah, it is, yeah. So there we go. Okay, coming up next, number 16 from 1978, got in the top 20, and this sold over 200,000 copies. And it's Germ-Free Adolescence from X-Ray Specs.
This is almost like a ballad. So it is a punk ballad in my view, but I think it's really, really good. And we've got another X-Ray Specs one coming up, but yeah, I've always liked this. I don't have the Germ-Free Adolescence album, but I had it years ago taped onto a C90. Home taping is killing music. But I really enjoyed the album. I think I would put this one as excellent. Not quite top drawer, but it's different for me. It's completely different to any other sort of punk song you had at the time because it's slower and very melodic, and I do like it. So excellent.
Yeah. I mean, this is why I liked X-Ray Specs. They were different. Mm-hmm. And I love the intro to Germ-Free Adolescence. I just like the way it kind of just ambles in. It's a very low key sort of intro to a punk song, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And Polystyrene's voice is just unique, and you know it was made for punk. And yeah, I love this song. I absolutely love it. It's certainly not their best single, but it's really fantastic, and you know I would put it in excellent.
Yeah, I agree. I put it in excellent. It's well above good. Polystyrene's voice, you either like it or you hate it. It's very Marmitey, isn't it?
Yeah.
But different band, weren't they? Quirky, and give her a round of applause for, you know, trying to get into a male-dominated sort of business, you know, or genre.
Yeah. And,
Yeah.
And I think we can talk a bit about that when we come up to the next X-ray specs, can't we?
Yeah.
And number 18 reached number 18 in the charts, so you know it's nothing to be sniffed at, is it?
No,
Especially at that time. You know, I think it was a different sort of punk song, wasn't it? You don't get melodic punk songs, but this actually showed that they were very good musicians as well. Because it's a little bit more...
I kind of agree with what Richard said. It's very sort of ballady, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I remember when it was on Top of the Pops and or bits of it, you know, well, this is different and it's good. So I think it should go in excellent. So is everyone in get agreement?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I'm with that. Yeah.
My cheeks are planted firmly on the fence.
Okay, do you think it's better than one called Wonders?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
So I'm not going to quibble.
Okay, the next one again is an X-Ray Specs song from 1977. Now this one sold again 200,000 copies excess of, but it didn't even get in the charts. And it's Oh Bondage, Up Yours.
Well, I actually have this single, believe it or not.
Huh?
We're buying a Oldies Unlimited. They did a pack of 10 punk singles for £1, and it was in there.
Wow.
And the first time
A bargain.
I thought, oh my God, what is this? When you hear it for the first time, you think it's that bad, but let me tell you, it's brilliant. I love it. I really do, and I absolutely love it. Is it the saxophone that goes through it or whatever the instrument is? It's just so different. I know it is almost screaming and shouting, I want to up y'all, and all the rest of it, but it's very, very good. I wouldn't actually put it top drawer, but again, it would be excellent, and it would be ahead of Germ-Free Adolescence. So I'm going excellent to top drawer, but I'll stick with excellent, but I don't mind which one it goes into.
Yeah, so we were saying Germ-Free Adolescence, you know, it's got quite low key, it's almost a ballad, but this is straight up punk, isn't it? Yeah, this was a fantastic debut single. And, you know, as Nick was saying, it, you know, Polystyrene was all about, you know, a woman trying to, you know, breaking into a male-dominated world. And of course, you know, the way she starts when she says, you know, some people say little girls should be seen and not heard, but I say, you know, and then you know, you just go head first into the song, and it's marvelous. It's absolutely marvelous. I mean, this is what punk was all about in 1977. You know, this epitomizes, you know, British punk rock, and it's top drawer any day of the week.
Yeah, I'm totally in agreement with you there, Mike. But Nick's, I thought I'd put that in.
Yeah, see what Nick has. Hey, what does Nick think?
Again, I agree with you two gentlemen above me, but I disagree on one point when it comes to X-Ray Specs. As much as I love them, and I've got the the album. I think I've got Germ Free Adolescence on single. I absolutely friggin' hate the saxophone.
Oh, I like it.
Ooh.
I wish it was more guitar driven. You know, I'm sorry, but the saxophone just gets on my jollops. It really does. But having said that, it's a great song. I do like their stuff, but I just don't like the saxophone.
Oh well, you know, sort of like the sort of founder member of X-Ray Specs, Laura Logic, who left the band before they started recording stuff. So, you know, the saxophone bits are sort of her sort of compositions.
Yeah, well, I heard she was kind of shown the door because the people in charge thought that with Laura in the band, it would take, you know, what's the word? It would hinder the attention.
Take the spotlight off of Polystari. Yeah, I think there's probably something in that. But you know, Laura Logic sort of went on to record under the name of Essential Logic, and there was a really nice box set that was issued a year or so ago. But you obviously wouldn't like Nick because it's saxophone. But yeah.
But
so where would you put this then?
Excellent. Ahead of Germ Free Adolescence.
Yeah, I want to know how a single can sell 200,000 copies and not get in the charts. Because I did some, there was certain songs that sold less and got in the top 40 that year.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this what I think might crop up again a bit later concerning a certain song.
Yeah.
So
I probably. I think the problem is that, you know, if you sort of think back to the way sort of radio was back in, you know, 76, 77, you know, you've got DJs there who had absolutely no love for punk rock.
Mm-hmm.
And you had the Radio 1 playlist, and punk was hardly featured. You know, Top of the Pops didn't feature punk unless they really had to. So I think probably the thing with the sales is that you probably find that, you know, a song like Oh Bondage Up Yours probably sold, you know, a reasonable number of copies sort of each week for a number of weeks, whereas, you know, other songs were, you know, promoted via Radio 1, etc. And they made their sales in week one and got them in the charts. You know, I think that's probably why. But there's other reasons why punk songs might not have made it into the charts or to the top spot, aren't there? But we'll come to that later.
Yes. So I'm going to put it in excellent, and I think it, as everyone, I think it should be in front of Germ Free Adolescence. Okay. Our next song, number 14, from 1978, sold 200,000 copies, got into the top 40 just at number 40. Homicide 999.
Right, this is the one I'd never heard of before. And when I had played it, I didn't know it at all. But I actually like this song. But to me, it doesn't sound like punk rock. It sounds more like pub rock than punk rock. But it is a good track. And I think the word good is the word I'm going to use. I would put it at the front of good. I don't think it's excellent. I just think it's a decent song. And that's good for me.
Yeah. I mean, I was surprised that it was a single that charted, and you know, Homicide is just brainless punk rock, and that's why I love it. You know, I think it's really good. It's just straightforward punk rock. There's no, you know. There's nothing. There's no message behind it. It's just there. It's just a lot of noise. It's rowdy, and you know, and I love it for that. But I don't love it that much. And I would say it belongs in good.
Yeah, yeah. I again, you two are making this so bloody easy for me. Yeah, I'd put it sort of bordering average and good, personally. This is one of the other of the two tracks I had to sort of familiarise myself with. I thought I had it on single, but I've got a few 999 on single, but not this one. And it's an okay song, but nothing more. And so yeah, I think I'd put it in good if I'm honest. It's good, but not excellent, and certainly not top drawer.
I had to go and listen to this again because I couldn't remember it. It's an okay song. I didn't dislike it, but I didn't jump up and down for joy with it. So it's, to me, it's average to good. It's got the beat, it's got an aggression, but I can't put it. It's gonna. I'd have put it top of average or bottom of good. So as everyone sort of said, it's good. We'll put it in good for now, and see what happens when we've got everyone in there. Right, our next one, the first of three for this band. This is number 13 on the list from 1977, number 38 in the charts, 250,000 copies. White Riot, The Clash.
Right, not to be confused with the album version, which is different to the single version. The album version is actually, I think it's a demo that got on the album, but the single version, top drawer all the way. I just think it's great. I love the police car intro, and it's better produced than the album version. But I just think it's great, and the chorus is so infectious. It's only about slightly over 2 minutes long. The song, it's just pure punk. This is what punk's all about, and it's top drawer for me.
Yeah, yeah, I agree with you. This is the Clash when they were still punks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, until they went off meandered off into all sorts of weird stuff. And yeah, White Riot is one of my favourite Clash tracks, and I think it's got to go. It's got to go into top drawer. Yeah, pure punk.
No, I will say I'm waiting for Nick here because I know he can't stand the Clash.
I like the first two albums.
Oh, that's good. I'm happy enough for
Yeah,
that.
the punk albums. Yeah,
and the odd single or two. I don't mind White Riot actually.
Good.
I think it's a good song. I remember Jeremy Vine having it on one of his programs years ago on Radio 2. They were discussing some sort of troubles or riots in the country, and they played this. Unbelievable.
No,
I think it's one of the Clash's better songs. And it is to me, a decent punk song. I'd put it in excellent. I think it's a bit better than good. It's a good rocking song. One of their better ones, but not their best.
Yeah, it's a punk song. It's you play, you listen to this and then you listen to Rock the Casbah and you think, is this the same band? This is brilliant. This is the sort of stuff that the new wave of heavy metal came from, these sort of songs. So I like it, and it's top drawer, and it's sort of where my love for heavy metal come from White Riot. So I'm going to put it in top drawer.
Yeah,
Good.
It's got to go behind the damn thing.
Yeah, of course. Because as Captain Sensible, we'll keep it clean. We're miles better than the Clash.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I laughed my head off when he came off stage at the Alley Pally and said that.
Yeah,
Good luck. Okay, the number 12 single is from 1979. Got to number 7, so a top 10 hit. 250,000 plus sales. The Ruts and the brilliant Babylon's Burning.
So you're not being biased here, Ian.
No.
This is where I'm afraid we are going to disagree. I like it, but I think it's the most overrated punk single ever. I like it. I think it's a decent enough song, but I also think it steals a little bit from London's Burning by the Clash, the whole idea. But I would still put it between good and excellent, so I'll maybe go excellent. I do like the intro as well with the fire brigade or whatever it is, but yeah, I'll go excellent, but I still think it's overrated.
Oh, Richard. Oh, Richard.
I'm not a big fan of the Ruts.
This is a great single, and I can see how it's a record, it's a song that would resonate with people that don't necessarily, call themselves sort of punk fans.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a bit more to it. It's not your straightforward punk. And again, I love the intro.
Mm-hmm.
It really builds up the song. The song itself sort of builds up, and there's a bit of anger in there, and it's proper punk, but it's a sort of punk that I can see how it can or would appeal to people who don't necessarily call themselves punk fans. It's not top drawer, but I would definitely put it into excellent.
Well. Hold your hand out, Richard.
I put it in excellent, the same as Michael.
This is one of my favourite punk tunes of all time.
Oh, okay.
If you've got a punk collection, this should be in it. It should definitely be in it. It's one that gets the blood boiling, the adrenaline flowing. I'd put it in top drawer personally, but I mean, I'll sit on the fence and go with the flow.
No, you go with top drawer if you wanted top drawer.
No, well, I'd put it in top drawer, probably on a par with Neat, but not as good as New Rose. I think it's a fantastic song.
Yeah,
really love it.
I love it. I love the bass line. It is aggressive, it's heavy, it's hard. And again, it's sort of Steve Harris from Iron Maiden sort of, I think he got his sort of some of his bass lines from that song, because it's got that real hard, heavy hitting, but it's a melodic bass line. It's just not chunk, chunk, chunk. There's dunk, 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 dunk in it. And that's why I love it. And it's top drawer for me as well.
Yeah.
So we've got 2 excellent, 2 top drawer.
I would, I mean, I would have said, the top of excellent. So I would be happy for it to be in top drawer, because
I would have said the bottom.
Because I love it. I love it. Yeah.
Okay, we'll put it at the very bottom of top drawer for now.
Okay.
Okay, up next, number 11 from 1979. Got to number 12, 300,000 copies. Sounds of the Suburbs, the Members.
Oh, this is very good. So it is. I really like this one. Again, I don't think it's punk. It doesn't really. It has a more new wavy feel for me. But yeah, it's one I haven't heard for a long time, and it was a nice surprise to hear it again. But I still wouldn't put it top drawer. I would put it actually very high and excellent. So that's my choice.
Yeah. Yeah, Members, one of my favourite bands. And the Members, they specialised in this sort of London suburban punk rock. So obviously Sound of the Suburbs. And what I like, there's different mixes of this single.
All right.
And for me, you have to listen to the one where you get the Stains railway station announcement
All
in the
right.
sort of break in the middle, and it kind of just enhances it as far as I'm concerned. But I love it. The lyrics are sort of from experience, really, isn't it? Living in the suburbs, and life is boring because you're a teenager and you're a punk, and it's not as good. It's not as good as Solitary Confinement, which I mentioned in a video I did in the London video I did the other day. Solitary Confinement is a similar sort of theme to it, really. But that, Solitary Confinement, I think, is the best of the members' singles. But this is very close, and I do really love it, and I would put it in excellent.
I've never heard that Solitary Confinement one, to be honest.
Oh, you ought to. It's on the first album.
Well, I've never heard any of their albums. To be honest, I'm like a lot of people. This is the only one I know by them.
Yeah,
and it's a good tune. It's got one of those choruses you can sing along to.
Yeah,
and it perfectly describes suburbia, doesn't it? Really, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, one of the best lines, when they say, and Johnny is upstairs in his bedroom, sitting in the dark, annoys the neighbours with his punk rock electric guitar.
Yeah,
I love that line.
Yeah, I'd put it in excellent. Perhaps Behind O Bondage. I mean, we're all going to argue which one should be shuffled around later, but I'd definitely put it in excellent. It's a great tune. Great tune.
Yeah, I can't agree. It's an excellent tune. I've got a little story about this. I mean, especially because it's relative to Staines. Back in the day, we used to go down there because sometimes they have Steam specials, and 2 would go through Staines, and we was there on a wet April Monday, and it was peeing down, and my mate started going, "This is the sound of the suburbs," and he says, "I thought to myself, oh yeah, it mentions Staines' announcement, doesn't it?" He says, "Yep," and that's where we are. So yeah, I love the song, and I've got fond memories of that. Where the wet Monday day we spent on the station, so it's excellent, and I agree with Nick. It should go in excellent, and it should go there. Okay, top 10. So these are the top 10 selling singles ever in punk in the UK. This one's from 79, and it got to number 10. 300,000 plus sales. Into the Valley, Skids.
Yeah, I love the intro to this. I love the heavy bass. I think it's excellent. It's not my favorite Skids single. That would probably be either Circus Games or Charade, but this is up there. But I still think it's not top drawer if you compare it to some of the other singles in this list. But it is really, really good and excellent for me.
Yeah. One of my favourites. Yeah, the Skids are one of those bands, and they kind of went underneath the radar a little bit, I think, at the time. They should have been up there with sort of, punk rock royalty, I think. But they never quite did it. But I mean, Into the Valley is a great punk song, and I mean, looking at what else we've got up there, it's not as good as some of the other stuff we've already talked about, but it's still bloody brilliant. So I would put it in excellent.
Yeah, I'd have it. If you could put something in the middle between excellent and top drawer, I think this would be it. I think it's a bit of a sort of a punk anthem. Another one of those you can sort of jump. I remember back in the day, you jumping around to this and kicking your legs and sort of punching the air and brilliant. It's great rocking tune.
Yeah.
not high. Well, if it was to go in top drawer, it wouldn't be high up. I wouldn't put it above Babylon's Burning. So yeah, I'd go with excellent. Yeah, I'll go with excellent.
Nah, it's just a classic, isn't it? That bass line and
Yeah.
And I sort of when Stuart left, I sort of when he went to form Big Country, I sort of listened to Big Country on the fact that Stuart Adamson was in it, and that you could see some of the guitar work that he did in the Skids is there. So it's a great song, and I think it's excellent. And I think it should be in the first in excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
It is absolutely iconic song. And people forget that that's where Stuart Adamson started his career with the Skids.
I mean, Masquerade's good.
I love
Working for the Yankee Dollar's good.
Yeah, they had some great singles. Now,
But not as good as that one.
No. My first controversial one, this is number 9.
Oh.
1977, number 8, 300,000. Yeah, Peaches, Stranglers.
Whoa.
That sounded ominous.
Whoa.
Go on, say that you think the lyrics are brilliant.
Bloody fantastic. The lyrics are what you think, not what you say in that song. I love it, but I can understand why a lot of people don't really love it. Put it this way, it was a double A side with Go Johnny Go, and I just don't like that song at all. I mean, that's the one they had to perform on Top of the Pops. But excellent. I can't give it top drawer, but I do love the bass line. I just think it's a very daring single, and it is a very punk single, although it doesn't sound punk, but it's got that punk attitude. So for me, it's excellent.
Yeah. So first of all, a little bit of confession. The Stranglers are certainly not my favourite punk band.
They're mine.
Yeah, I find them. You look at their discography, and they've got this habit of sort of like swerving a bit into sort of pretentiousness, I think. But this one, Peaches. Thinking about it, from the point of view of the late 1970s, the not very politically correct 1970s, and I remember when this came out, I thought, this sounds really great. I really liked it. I mean, the lyrics just wouldn't pass muster nowadays, would they?
No.
Probably why you don't hear it on the radio. But it's all right. I mean, it's a proper punk single, but I would be hard pushed now to put it anywhere above good, quite honestly.
I can just picture Mary Whitehouse pogoing to
this. Or Kenny Everett impersonating Mary Whitehouse.
Yeah. Was sitting there composing a strongly worded protest to the powers that be. I never used to like this song much, but it grew on me over the years. And I love the Stranglers. I've got a load of their stuff. Fantastic band. I'd put it. I don't think it's quite excellent, but it's kind of top of the pile in good, different, quirky. Yeah. Well, again, perhaps in the middle of good, excellent, but I'll go with the flow.
Well, I do like the song. Don't get me wrong. I think it's a great song, but I don't associate this with punk.
Yeah, but you wouldn't associate Dave Greenfield with on the keyboards with punk either, would you? But it works.
It works. I do like the song. Don't get me wrong. I think it's a terrific song, but as a punk song, no. I just It's one of my favourite Stranglers songs, but I don't see it as a punk song, and I can only put it in good.
There you go. You must do what you feel.
So, but I will go with the flow. You guys think it's excellent, don't you?
No, both
I don't. I think it's good.
Too good. I will put it in good, and then we'll sort out exactly where it goes.
Put it at the top of good for the time being.
Tom, good, there we go.
And we'll see what happens.
Okay, number 8, another Stranglers song from 1977.
Oh.
Number 8.
Another Stranglers song. Bring on the Susie and the Banshees. I get my revenge.
350,000.
No.
No More Heroes.
Top drawer all the way. Absolutely love it. I love the keyboard swirls. I love the guitar intro. I know the Stranglers sounded like a punk version of the Doors, which they did in a way. They didn't look punk apart from J.J. Burnell, but No More Heroes was an absolute classic single in my book. I don't think any of you will agree with me, but I'm a huge Stranglers fan, and it's one of their best ever singles, so top drawer.
Right, okay. Yeah, I mean, you'd be surprised, Richard. No More Heroes is in my top 3 Stranglers singles. The other two are not punk songs at all. But yeah,
what are they?
It's Golden Brown and
Right.
The cover of Walk On By. I think they do that.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, but this is good, and again, you know, it's one of those songs. I went out and bought it when it came out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Stranglers, you know, did have an effect on me. Yeah, it's certainly very good. You know, one of their best singles, as I say, and you know, I would have this in excellent any day.
Happy enough.
And you're right about the Doors sort of reference, yeah.
Oh, it's me, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember hearing this on the radio back in the day, well, when I was younger, teenager. But I never actually saw the Stranglers until they appeared right at the end of. Back in the day, was it Friday Night Live or Saturday Night Live comedy?
We've been out on.
With Ben Elton in it and all that.
Yeah.
And the Stranglers appeared right at the end doing No More Heroes. That was the first time I ever saw them. And it sounded even, well, they were probably miming for all I know.
Well, yeah.
But it's a bloody fantastic song. I love it. I like it. Not my favourite Stranglers tune. Seeing Mike's mentioned it, Duchess is my favourite.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Yeah, especially with Dave Greenfield on the old keyboards. You can imagine him sitting there with them on fire and smoke coming out. Walk On By, brilliant. No More Heroes, fantastic. Excellent to top drawer for me. Fantastic. I love the Stranglers. Fantastic band.
This is my favourite Stranglers song, and I'm a big fan of Dave Greenfield. He was the he gave it that unique sound. His keyboards. I was lucky enough to see Stranglers. Hugh had just left, but to see Dave Greenfield on them keyboards at Milton Keynes Bar, he was terrific. And I'm gonna put. This is excellent. This is not. It's not top drawer, but it's up there. It's excellent. It's not as punky. Yeah, it's a bit punky. It's got. I mean, I love the lyrics. You know, about all the historian ice picks and brilliant lyrics. So yeah, it's excellent for me.
I'd put it behind the Skids though. just in front of X-ray specs. Personally,
I think you're right there. So yeah, No More Heroes is excellent. Yep. Okay, number 7, 1978, number 7 in the charts, 400,000 copies. Hong Kong Garden, Susie and the Banshees.
Are you ready for this?
Go on, Richard, give them hell.
Susie and the Banshees is a band I cannot get into at all, apart from a couple of songs. Now, I do like the Once Upon a Time album. That was a collection of singles. I think it's very good. I bought the Twice Upon a Time singles, and I struggled to even get through it. I think I fell asleep during Swimming Horses once. The Hong Kong Garden, I'm sorry, but it's top drawer for me. It's her best song ever. It's her first single. It's absolutely brilliant. And the fact that she's singing about a Chinese takeaway gets an extra mark for me. So. And chicken chow mein mentioned in the video or in the lyrics, spot on. Top drawer for me. Love it.
Yeah. Now, Susie and the Banshees were never really punks, were they? But they fitted into that scene, at the time. They were part of the, the punk circuit. That they would turn up with, other punk bands, and so they deserve, to be in here. Yeah, Hong Kong Garden, their debut single. I mean, this is a song that I think over the years I've just heard it over and over again, and although I love it, it's not my favourite Susan the Banshee singles. I mean, a lot of the other stuff, Playground Twist is really good. Mittergeissen, which I doubt whether it even made the top 50, is an excellent single. Christine.
Yeah.
They're all better. What else have we got? Happy House. That's these early Susie and the Banshees singles. But I try and think about this in terms of what I thought about it when I first heard it, because as I say, familiarity sort of like kinds to dull these singles a bit, doesn't it, sometimes? Mm-hmm. So. Yeah, I mean, because it's Susie and the Banshees, I've got to put it in top drawer. Really have.
You argued against it the whole time there, but you still.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm biased, Richard.
Well, at least you admit it, mate. At least you admit it.
I've got a couple of Banshees albums and a few singles. I quite like them. I think it's a great sort of it's a great tune. But I know she was part of the punk scene. Was it the Bromley contingent? And
yeah,
I hate that. The Bromley contingent. I wouldn't call Susie and the Banshees punk. More you could argue post-punk, new wave.
A bit gothy, aren't they?
Yeah, a bit of goth chucked in there. It's a great tune, great song. And I might go down to Chinky tonight for my tea.
You're going to have to edit that bit out, Ian.
Oh.
No, everything stays in these because people
I'd put it in excellent. Excellent.
Well,
not quite top drawer, but firmly got a foothold in the excellent department.
Yeah, I was just thinking.
They've got a bit of a cult following, haven't they?
Yeah,
Susie
they have. But I'm just thinking it's not the best, it's probably not the best single about a Chinese takeaway. That's a bit of poetry. It's John Cooper Clarke's Kung Fu International. It's certainly the best reference to Chinese restaurants. Yeah. But anyway, sorry.
Yeah. Well, you know where it's going for me. I love the Susie and the Banshees. I think this is my number 3 favourite single by the Banshees. It's top drawer for me. It's very easy. I love it. I love it. It's not punk, but I love it. So I think I'll put it.
The most punk song, that and Love and Void, are the 2 real punk ones.
Yeah, yeah.
Void, that's really punk. And then even the first album's very gothic, I think. So it is.
Okay, we're getting closer to the number 1. Number 6, another song for 1978. Number 12, this sold 400,000 copies. Buzzcocks, Ever Fallen in Love.
Yeah, it's top drawer for me. My favorite Buzzcock song is actually "Love You Too." Is that what you call it? "I Love You More." I think it was the single before that. Yeah, it's melodic. I even do like the Fine Young Cannibals version as well. Believe it or not, it's just a great song.
Yeah.
To me, it's more new wave than it is punk, but it is a top drawer song. So top drawer for me.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, this is it. Yeah, this is the Buzzcocks, and this is the Buzzcocks at their peak, I think. Yeah, Ever Fallen in Love. You know, it's a pop song, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't sound particularly sort of punky, but you know, I never really thought that Pete Shelley kind of sounded like a punk.
Correct.
You know, but yeah, this is great. It's got to be top drawer. It's got to be top drawer. My second favourite Buzzcocks.
What's your first?
Orgasmatic.
I had an idea.
It's a great B-side.
Yeah, well, my favourites, What Do I Get?
Yeah,
oh, yeah, that's brilliant.
Yeah, that's my favourite.
Yeah.
Which featured them in an advert for KFC here in Britain back in the day. A nice young lady at the serving hatch, and a lad and his dad in a Mark 1 red Ford Capri. It's a great song, great catchy tune. Good sing. You know, you can sing along to the chorus and that, and perhaps a touch overplayed. But I can see why it's top drawer, but I personally would put it in excellent. My own personal choice, excellent. It's sort of like a lot of them. It's bordering excellent and top drawer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to concur with my fellow county boy on that one. Great song. It's but
I'll pop the check through your door later.
Okay. Yeah, it's either bottom of the top drawer or top of the excellent. I think it deserves to be top of the excellent than bottom of the top drawer.
You're the master.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. Okay, number 5. A band from Richard's part of the woods. From 1978. Why it only got to number 31, I don't know, because it sold over 500,000 copies. So that's another story for another day. Teenage Kicks, of course, the Undertones.
It's not my favorite Undertone single. That's Get Over You, but this is still top drawer for me. It's an absolute brilliant track, and I can understand why John Peel has championed it as his favorite ever single. It's just great. It's not even punk rock. It's more new wavy. It's more almost Ramonesy type song, but it's about 2.5 minutes of just pure gold. I absolutely love it, and it's top drawer.
Yeah, I wouldn't compare them to the Ramones.
But you know, I only think the first
not at all, because the Undertones were a brilliant band.
Oh well, you don't like the Ramones?
Yeah, I mean Fergal Sharkey again. He's got one of those voices, hasn't he?
Yeah.
And again, it's a voice made for this sort of music. And you said it, Richard. You know, one of the songs that John Peel championed, and quite rightly so. It's a fantastic record, and it's about being a teenager, isn't it? You can tell, the sentiments in there, because we all know what it's about, and it's brilliant. It's got to be top drawer for me.
I do like the undertones. I tend to think this one is perhaps overplayed a bit, but it's still a belting song. My favourite is actually Jimmy Jimmy. It's a fantastic song. I'd put it in top drawer. It's a bit of an iconic tune, isn't it? It's a sort of a punk kind of staple, I suppose you'd call it.
Yeah.
And Fergal Sharkey's voice, very distinctive, isn't it? But yeah, I'd put it. I think it deserves to go above excellent and into top drawer, but where I don't know, it's open to debate.
I'm not going to go too much in this because I'm actually doing a retro ranking on this in January. So the undertones. I love this song, and Fergal Sharkey made it cool to wear polo net jumpers.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah. You listen to the music and then you see me a polo net jumper. I mean, they didn't wear nothing. They just wear what they would bum around in the house. The whole band, didn't it? They didn't no dress fashion there. It was just they sold themselves on the music, and it is a top drawer song without a doubt. It's just absolutely a brilliant song. So I think it is going in top drawer.
Yeah. Just one observation here. I mean, I'm surprised that there aren't other Undertones records in this.
Yeah, My Perfect Cousin was top 10.
Yeah, and Jimmy Jimmy was definitely performed on Top of the Pops, wasn't it?
Oh, it was top 20 hit as well.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I'm surprised that Teenage Kicks is the one, and not those. But anyway,
Okay, this is where I think we start getting into controversial bits as well. At number 4 from 1979, got to number 11, The Clash, London Calling.
I love The Clash, but this song's never really resonated with me at all. I still love the London Calling album, but there's far better songs off that album that could have been singles. It's decent. That's all I can say. It is decent. I know it's a lot of people's favorite Clash song, but to me, I can't even go above good.
Yeah. Now, I mean, the London Calling, the album. When I heard London Calling, I thought, what have you done? What have you done? What's happened to the Clash?
Yeah, it's different.
Yeah, it just didn't resonate with me at all. London Calling, I quite like it. And I did buy the single at the time, and it's a serviceable sort of song, pop song. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's good. That's all I can say. It's good. That's me.
Don't get me bloody started on the London Calling album.
Well, I just have.
Yeah. To me, that album it's an album by a band who have forgotten who and what they were supposed to be. There's only 2 decent songs on it: London Calling and Train in Vain. London Calling's my favourite Clash tune. I quite like it, enjoy it. Not top drawer. I'd be inclined to put it in excellent, but lower down the book, the excellent row.
It's a good song. It's probably the last of their real good songs. I had that CD on the other day, and you're right. There's only two really classics on there.
Absolute tripe. You're talking tripe, Ian. It's a very good album. Really good album.
It's either bottom of excellent or top of good. I can't put it any higher.
Yeah.
So I'll put it at the top of good, and then we can argue about it in a minute. Okay. We're now getting into some corkers now. Number 3, 1976. Number 38, but it still sold over 6,000 copies. Anarchy in the UK. Sex Pistols.
Top drawer. Enough said. Next.
That's it.
Enough said. Top drawer. Enough said.
Yeah, I've got a personal reason for not liking the song anymore, and that is
It wouldn't have something to do with a quiz, would it?
it has got something to do with the quiz.
Yeah.
When asked, a sort of like, presented with an open goal in a quiz, what was the Sex Pistols' debut single? My mind just went blank.
Seriously?
And yeah, and I lost. Yeah, I lost the quiz by 1 point. I could have gone to a tie break with Midge, but
Yeah.
I did. It just, my mind just went absolutely blank, and I just couldn't pull it out. That's what age does to you folks. But no, but
you could have been a contender.
I could have been a contender. This is what I've told Midge. He was lucky. No, he wasn't. No. But yeah. I mean, seriously though. I mean, it's a fantastic song, and again, it's just all the controversy around it. The media and the establishment, they absolutely bloody hated the Sex Pistols. So that was even more reason to love them, wasn't it? And as a teenager, you just think this is brilliant. This is fantastic stuff. This is, it was a time when I thought, at last, this is music that's my music. It's not the music of your friend's older brother or, the kind of previous generation of teenagers. This was our music. Anarchy in the UK, yeah. It's got to be top drawer just for that reason.
Yeah. Different at the time, I suppose, quirky. It's calling out, and it to the youth, I suppose. Don't put up with what the old uns are telling you to do and all this sort of stuff. And it's brilliant. It's a great song. Great. It's got to go in top drawer. Got to.
It is going in top drawer, I think, because it is its thing. Now, my mum didn't, I remember when she saw it being, never mind the bollocks and that. Hope you don't get that. I didn't get it, but my mate's sister put it on cassette and just put punk songs on it, but it was actually never mind the bollocks. And it's going in top drawer because it's just quality, and I'm going to put it there. Okay. Here we go. This could be a real bad one. Number 2, 1.2 million copies. How the hell? Released in 1982 and got to number 17. And then because of some stupid advert advertising jeans, got to number 1 in 91. Should I stay or should I go, The Clash?
This was originally released as a double A side with Straight to Hell, which is the better song, by the way. So, but should I stay or should I go? I've never been a fan, and I'm going to put it in okay. I just don't think it's great. I think it might have even been better if Joe Strummer had sung it instead of Mick Jones, but it's just not a great track at all. and I don't know how it got to number one apart from promoting jeans. So
because all the jeans commercial songs tended to get to number one, did they?
Apart from 20th Century Boy, which stalled at 13, which I was furious about. I thought
the only good one. Yeah.
Great song, that is. I love that one.
Yeah. I mean, this song. This is a Clash when they decided, let's be a rock and roll band for 5 minutes. And it's a load of old pony, isn't it? It really is. It really is. This stinks as a record. It's it's cliched nonsense, and it's a Clash being something that they weren't in 1977. And it's poor to okay as far as I'm concerned.
I wondered who gave permission for it to be used in the jeans advert. Would it have been the Clash or the recording company publishers?
Surprised, because if you're offered it as a jeans, you're going to say yes because the money will rake in.
Well, yeah, the money, exactly.
And
I mean, people had to go. Sorry, Richard, carry on.
Clash has been split up for the guts of 10 years anyway, so this is just extra revenue. For
yes,
I think that song was actually credited to the Clash rather than the Strummer Jones. I think that finished.
Yeah,
and
I'd have thought it would have had Strummer's name all over it, and they pulled out Johnny Rotten for advertising butter. If ever you had to pick a top 10 of overplayed songs, this would be in it.
Definitely.
It was okay back in the day, but it's just been done. It was done to death, and by the time the jeans advert come out, I'd had enough of it. It's okay, I suppose. Oh, good. That's about all I can think of. Should I stay or should I go? I wish you'd just F off.
Yeah.
But, I'd put it in good. I wouldn't put it any higher. It's just overplayed, done to death. And there's better Clash songs than that.
I didn't like it in 1982, and I certainly didn't like it in 1991, because people decided they were punk fans because they liked that song. It's okay, and that's as far as it will go.
Well, I'd put it in average. I'd split the difference and put it in average.
I think with that, we'll put it in average for now, yes. Okay. The greatest selling punk single in the UK was from 1977. 2 million copies plus. Should have been number one, without a doubt, because it actually outsold the number one. It was one of the top songs of the year. God Save the Queen, Sex Pistols.
Yeah, I think it was the first cut as the deepest. A double A side with Rod Stewart's. I don't want to talk about it. Was the one that was given the number one spot.
Yes.
God Save the Queen. Like all the Pistols songs from that album are top drawer for me. So it's high up in top drawer. I would nearly put this ahead of New Rose. It's just so iconic. Now, whether you're a royalist or not, it doesn't really matter. It's just that the whole thing behind the song, it defines punk rock for me, is God Save the Queen. So.
Yeah. I mean, you can understand, the powers that be we're always going to conspire to keep this off the number one spot during the Queen's Jubilee.
Yeah.
And, there's the iconic footage with them on the Thames.
Yeah.
And the River Police sort of turn it up sort of alongside their boat. Yeah. It's like you say, Richard, it's iconic. It's one of those songs. It's a song that everybody knows, and and it's not about being a monarchist or not being a monarchist. You know, it's a punk song. It had the attitude. It was designed to piss people off.
Yeah.
You know, it would. You know, you piss off the right people. You know, that was. You know, that was sort of the Sex Pistols mantra, really, wasn't it? You know, and yeah, it's a great song. It's not my favourite. It's definitely in top drawer, but I think it has to go, you know, some way behind Anarchy in the UK.
Okay.
Well, if ever there was a song, a chart position, etc., that was gerrymandered and massaged and fiddled with and interfered with, and this is it. The BBC, the BBC can spout as much crap as they want. We all know it was number one.
Yeah.
We all know. We're not as effing stupid as they like to make us out to be. We think we are.
Yeah. They wouldn't even play it, would they?
No.
No. They obviously didn't want to upset the establishment. So let's put somebody nice and safe and sound like Rod Stewart number. What a load of old cobblers.
I know.
Top drawer, perhaps the greatest punk tune that a band ever dared to, you know, play, record in the history of punk music. Perhaps. I'd put. Well, there's bound to be. Well, it's like a lot of these songs. It's all open to conjecture, isn't it, Mike?
Yeah.
Everybody's got an opinion.
Yeah, but you know, I mean, I think, you know, just looking at that, you know, the top line there, or even the second line, it's a bit of a toss-up, isn't it? You know, they're all great singles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'd put it top drawer. If you could have a joint first, I'd put it up there with New Rose, joint number one.
Yeah, I totally agree, Nick. It's a belter. I mean,
I love that image of the Queen with the pin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's good cover, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, did John Peel play it, or was he under wraps not to?
I'm pretty weird.
They'd kicked his ass down the road, wouldn't they?
Yeah, but I mean, Radio 1 after 10 o'clock, when sort of John Peel came on, was a sort of it was a different world. You know, they were immune from the playlist. You know, it's not nighttime. Radio 1 was a thing, and it seemed to be just about free of any interference, mainly because I think the BBC thought, well, nobody really listens to it anyway. But we did. Yeah.
So there we go. It's going top drawer behind the New Road. Okay, this is the fun bit. We're now going to do our wild cards.
Mm-hmm.
So Richard's wild card was from 1980. Number 36 in the charts. Only sold 60,000, but it's a Stiff Little Fingers number. Nobody's Hero.
Okay. I wanted to get Stiff Little Fingers in here because I think they are Northern Ireland's best representative of punk from around that time. And I didn't want to pick the normal Suspect Device or Alternative Ulster. So what I decided to do is pick a personal favourite from their second album, Nobody's Heroes. So I thought, I'm being what I am, be what you are. And it's quite long, actually. It's nearly 4 minutes long, but I think it's melodic. It's got Jake Burns' really gruff gurgle, but it's a good tune as well, and I just love it. And I think it was a double A side with Tin Soldiers as well.
Yeah.
But it was another great song, but I'm going Nobody's Hero, so I just love it. So slaughter me. No,
right. Okay. So what do we think? What do we think? Yeah. When we were talking about doing this, I said to Iain that you would definitely pick Stiff Little Fingers, and I was hoping that you would.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought you would go for Suspect Device.
Yeah.
Suspect Device is my favourite.
Yeah, I like that as well.
But this, Nobody's Hero, it's brilliant. Stiff Little Fingers can do no wrong.
Yeah.
And I mean the debut album is just
because
absolutely fantastic, isn't it? This is, as you say, Richard, Northern Ireland's, top representatives of punk rock. And this has got to go in top drawer. I think whatever sort of Stiff Little Fingers single you'd chosen, I would have said, yeah, that's top drawer.
Okay.
Yeah, but this one definitely is. Yeah.
There's actually 2 great live versions on YouTube of Alternative Ulster and Suspect Device, which I think are absolutely bloody fantastic. But I do like this tune as well. I quite like Jake and the Boys. I it's either excellent or top drawer, and I'll just go on then, top drawer.
As I say on a certain thing, it's 3 yeses and you're going through to the next round. I love this song.
Oh, good stuff.
It's Stiff Little Fingers, one of my favourite bands, punk bands. I think for 3-piece band, they've got more noise than some 4 pieces. They're absolutely brilliant. And I love Jake's vocals. I think everything epitomises punk rock singing. So yeah, it is going in.
Excellent.
Yeah. I mean, before we move on, I'd just like to say, the thing I really like about Stiff Little Fingers, the thing I like about any bands really, is when you can hear in their music sort of their influences, their everyday lives, and Stiff Little Fingers, they document what it's like to be, a young person in Northern Ireland during the Troubles.
Yeah.
And
they do it brilliantly.
And especially Suspect Device.
Yeah.
Basically saying that we have absolutely nothing. Okay, there's Trident and Bangor, but that's it. And Bangor is around about 17 miles away from Belfast. It's a seaside resort. So, you're dead right there.
Okay, so it was Mike's, and I had a feeling when we put this thing on, I knew that Mike would go for something local. And he went for the Mekons. Do you know it only sold 27,500 copies?
Oh, well, but sales aren't everything, are they? Yeah, so this is Where Were You? I felt we needed a bit of Leeds punk in here. This is the art school punk of Leeds. They're contemporaries and very much contemporaries of Gang of Four. I mean, these people, that they hung about with each other. People from the Leeds Art College and from Leeds University, people doing fine art degrees. And, the Mekons, they're still going, but they're very much a sort of, a country band nowadays, country folk band. And, they kind of progressed into that. But their early stuff, Where Were You? And again, it's very much a punk song. It's, the lyrics, the lyrics again, they resonate. He's standing in the bar and he's been stood up. He's even bought a drink for a young lady and she hasn't turned up, and it was, I was standing in the bar, where were you? And it just goes on. And it's a great little punk song. And I just love this. It's one of my favourite Leeds art school punk songs. So there you go.
Well, I'd never heard of it, obviously.
Oh, Richard.
No. Whenever I played it, I didn't say where are you. I was saying where are the lyrics, because there's a full minute goes by of music before the lyrics come in, unless I'm listening to the wrong song. But I thought it was quite one-dimensional, but it grabbed me. I really did enjoy it, and I played it about 5 or 6 times. So I'm going to go as much as excellent for it because I really did enjoy the track. It's different. I don't think it sounds punk. I think, again, it's more that sort of new wave type sound, but you could argue that with quite a few of the ones on the list here. But I'm going excellent for it. I thought it was really good.
Right.
Yeah, I concur with Richard. I'd go with excellent. Not quite top drawer, but damn good. Enjoyable. And of course, they're Leeds band, and I don't upset the Leeds contingent.
No, you certainly don't, mate. Otherwise, you won't get invited again.
Yeah, our Leeds Record Fair tour guide. Yeah, it's a good pick.
Yeah,
I thoroughly enjoyed it as well. I hadn't heard much of them. I've heard of the Mekons, but I hadn't really dived down that thing. But it's led me to now dive in a little bit more. I think it's a catchy tune. It's educated punk. That's how I put it. It's punk for the educated. You know, it's a super song, and I think it's excellent. So I think it can go in excellent. You know, you got 3 excellents there, Mike.
Good.
I'll put it in there. We'll sort out that. Okay, it's Nick's choice now.
Right.
He went for another Sex Pistols track from 1977, 250,000 copies, and it got to number 6, and it's Pretty Vacant.
Yeah, well, I was dreading this, considering the character assassination I got over a certain Slade record. This is actually my all-time favourite punk tune. And I know you shouldn't really mention the video, but you can't help but mention it because it helps. I think, like a lot of videos, they help. It's not just the music, the tune. They help to sell the record, and I think it's always good to have something visual there. And especially Johnny Rotten at the start with that kind of snarly look of disdain for people the other side of the stage or the microphone. I think it's just a cracking belting. It's one of those I can have on my iPod thingamajig, and I can play it again and again and again and again. I never tire of it. Never will. It's my favourite punk tune of all time. But having heard the Mekons and Richard picking Stiff Little Fingers, I kind of wish I'd gone for something like Sick Boy, GBH, or something by The Exploited, something a bit different than sticking to the norm. You know, I know what I like and I like what I know, sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I went for Pretty Vacant. Love it.
Okay, that leaves me in a little bit of a dilemma because you trashed the London Calling album.
No!
Oh, come on. We don't want revenge here. Yeah.
But Nick, that's my favourite as well.
I've never liked it much though, Richard.
But
never have.
Pretty Vacant is my favourite punk tune as well. It's
there you go.
Top drawer in front of New Rose for me. That guitar at the start is so iconic. It's so brilliant. And my brother actually bought that single when it came out. Didn't get a picture sleeve though, for some reason. It was on the old, really dark blue and the red stripe across the Virginia. But top drawer, number 1. Brilliant choice.
It is a brilliant choice, isn't it? Yeah. I mean, I bought this, and what can you say? You know, as you said, Nick, it's Johnny's snarling lyrics, isn't it? You know, it's sort of like,
and they look so punk. in that video.
Yeah. They do.
Especially
They do.
with Sid stood there with that
Yeah.
look, and Johnny in his get up, and Jonesy, you don't know whether he's going to drop the guitar and come and smack you on or what. And Cookie
Yeah.
at the back. Oh, brilliant.
Exactly. That's, you know, they knew exactly what they were doing. You know, I mean, Johnny shows utter contempt for his audience, doesn't he?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that sort of was part of it. You know, he's snarling, and he's, you know, we're pretty vacant and we don't care. You know, it was almost like a reaction to, you know, the newspaper headlines, isn't it? You know, well, we don't care what you think. You know, this is us, and it's top drawer. It can't be anything else, can it? And I'm surprised why wasn't it now 20 anyway in the first place?
It should have been. It should have been.
Yeah.
It's top drawer, and it's my favourite punk single of all time.
Yeah.
I mean, I love when they did that reunion. There's that clip of a live version, and all these middle-aged punks going absolutely bananas. It's still got the same energies it did in 1977, hasn't it?
Yeah.
All these years later.
Yeah.
And even old punks.
It doesn't date, does it?
No. And I think it's going there.
Yeah.
So that leaves mine. Now I decided I could have picked some classics, but I went for one that from 1978. Got in the top 50, got to number 41. Sold about 40,000 singles, and it's magazine shot by both sides. I love that guitar at the beginning. It's got a bass and the drums. It's just a very underrated song and should have got more love. There we go.
But before I talk about that, I just wish Holidays in the Sun had been on the list as well, because it also would have been top drawer for me. The Four Pistols singles from the Bollocks album are all top drawer. Okay. This one here, Ian, it was all right. I didn't think it was that great, to be honest with you. It's the first time I heard it. Played it a few times. I'll go good at best. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm a magazine fan.
Mm-hmm.
I like this. I think it's you've probably chosen the best single here. Ian. You know, it's certainly great. It's definitely what you would call post-punk. You know, it's more, you know, it's more thought out. It's a little bit more complex than, you know, straightforward punk, isn't it? Yeah. And yeah, I really like this, and I wouldn't put it in top drawer though. I think I would say it's excellent.
Yeah, it's one of the very few tunes by that band I think I've ever heard. It's a great song. Enjoyed it. It's better than good. Again, I wouldn't say top drawer. I'd put it in excellent.
So that's two excellences. So
that.
Yes. So there we go.
Yeah.
So the average, should I say or should I go? That's staying where it is. It's not going. If it's going anywhere, it could go to the bottom. I just don't like it. So then we got looking good. We got London's Calling Peaches, and the very first one, I can't think of the name. It's something that I said. And Homicide. Do you want to change them around at all?
I would like Peaches and excellent, but you guys.
Yeah.
No,
I'd be happy to see it in excellent.
I would put Peaches above London Calling.
Yeah, I think that
whether it keeps into excellent, I don't know, but it's certainly above. Yeah, I think that's okay for that.
So our next one, we've got Ever Falling in Love top. I don't think that should change personally. For excellent, then we've got Into the Valley. Then we've got No More Heroes. Then, of course, we've got Oh Bondage Up Yours and Germ Free Adolescence. We've got Oh Sons of the Suburbs. Then Adult Free, Germ Free, whatever it's called. The adverts, the Mekons, and Magazine. Does anyone want to change them?
Oh,
Well, I would, but I don't think I'm going to get anywhere with this because
I want No More.
Oh Bondage and One Called Wonder should definitely be in top drawer as far as I'm concerned. But I know you guys don't agree. So.
No. But they're still excellent songs, aren't they?
Of course they are.
Okay, the top drawer. Well, Pretty Vacant. New Rose. God Save the Queen. Neat. Pretty Vacant. White Riot. Babylon's Burning. Hong Kong. Teenage Kicks and Nobody's Hero. I think 1, 2, 3 should stay 1, 2, 3.
I think it should be higher up. So
I'm just looking at the others, Ian, and I couldn't make a case for any of the others to go in front. I might put Anarchy in front of Neat, but it's a close one.
Yeah, so would I.
So okay, we'll do that one because
I personally have Pretty Vacant and New Rose as joint number 1.
Well,
I think we can because there's not much between them, is there?
No, it's the proverbial fag paper again, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the very first punk single against the most iconic punk single, and I think they're above the parapet. They're the two that should be there. So yeah, we'll keep that. We're going to have an equal first here, and the others, they all deserve to be in top drawer.
It doesn't matter what order they're in; they're all brilliant. Apart from those.
So yeah, I think that's been it's one of the longest ones we've ever done, but it's been one of the most interesting ones we've done.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, I enjoyed that.
So yeah,
I forgive you all for the Slade comments.
That's all right. Then.
I'm lost here with the Slade comment. What's that all about?
Yeah.
When his chair, the one that we said that sounded like the Beastie Boys.
Oh right. Oh well, it does.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, well,
that was a wasted opportunity to get another great Slade single in there.
Yeah.
And you go and pick you boys big crap.
Oh, I've never been so insulted.
Yeah, you did. You did come here to be insulted, did you, Nick?
I double dare you.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you very much, chaps, for spending your Saturday afternoon talking about punk songs. We'll have to do another tier ranking at some stage because I do enjoy doing these. In a fortnight's time, I don't know what me and Richard will be doing because we haven't even decided yet.
Who knows?
Yeah. I might say, I know what, Richard, you choose a subject and see if you can get me going down a rabbit hole that I've never been down.
Right, okay, I'll have a think.
Yeah. So early leaves Richard to do is me say it's goodbye for me.
And I've only got 2 arms, so it's goodbye from that lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching. We'll see you all very soon. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Bye-bye, everybody.